Hey guys, Kaye here from DTW, and today we're going to go through RajaRaja and my version of it and how I approach to edit from my latest release in the Italo.
Raja, Raja di Raja Nitta Raja, Puja, Tukka Deveri.
Yo, so today we're going to be looking at RajaRaja, which is another classic tune from the 80s Bollywood scene. I'm just going to play you the original. Got drums. Right.
Raja di Raja Nitta Raja,
So that's the main hook of the song.
Puja, Tukka Deveri Yengum Puja.
Some percussive drum breakdowns. This is a verse, I guess. So this track is pretty minimal. Drums, vocals, bass line, some electronic percussion bits. So I tried the same idea running it through the stem extractor melody.mll. Give it a try, you'll be quite amazed at the results. So what I got was bass garbled, right? And these are the drums. You can hear a little bit of the vocals bleeding in. Right, and then the vocals. So this one, melody.ml, didn't really do that great a job for me, unlike the previous one. So in the end, I thought, you know what, screw it. I'm just gonna use the original 2-track and then find my way to build my elements around it. This here is the original, untouched. Right, so you can hear the drums, you can hear a bit of the bass. So I have here everything under 180 Hertz filtered off, because if not, right, you're going to hear a lot of bottom end rumble and just a lot of garbage information. So I took that out. So it opens up a lot of the lower end stuff where I can add my own shit. And I mainly wanted to do a banging electro kind of vibe because the tempo is quite fast, 140 BPM. And that's a pretty good tempo for an electro treatment. So I thought, okay, let's do that. Let's keep to the original tempo. This is my main beat, which is also pretty straightforward. Gosh, there's only 3 things. So I have a kick. It's a pretty subby kick, the slightly long decay, snare, and a close hat. Why only 3 elements? Because I did not split up the original track into the stems, so all that information is going to be there. So I just lightly added my own drum parts. So this is the drums with the original. That's my beat. Right. You can hear the bass line, but that's fine because I threw in a monster bass line into that, so it kind of like overtakes the original bass line, and also because I filtered it off, so more of my original bass line gets in. So if I bring my bass line, so you can't really hear the original bass line because my bass line is kind of fat and busy, so it's doing a lot of things to distract you from what's happening in the original. So that kind of worked out well. So again, this was a very straight up, stripped down treatment. The only additional musical elements I added was this, which you can see is just one note. That's the second bass line. So I have my original bass line, the busy one, and then I have a second bass line, kind of does a drop like, meow. That's pretty much that. And then I added a riff which is also very minimal. Yep. And then this guy, which is just like a sound effect. That's it. So it's just the huge bass, the secondary bass with the drop, and then some sound effect-ish kind of vibe. And then the 2-note riff. That's really all that I added. My drum beat was super minimal. Like electro. 808 vibes. Alright, and I kept the drums from the original. I kept that part because I like the electronic percussion stuff. And then the cowbelly stuff. So that was quite nice to layer with my original beat. So if I put that together, it complements each other pretty well, if I may say so. And then finally, this part, which I kept on its own without mine. So mine here is blank. So this is acting as a fill to the next section of the song. Same here. Yeah, so this is a different part of the track which I cut, right? More percussive stuff, and then I layered it over the original beat. So in the original song, those two parts of the tracks don't actually play together. They are in different sections of the song, but I thought it would be nice to cut them up and then layer them on top of each other. So this is what you get. So it's like a break. Then it goes into a 4/4. It's my bass line right here. So it changes slightly, I think. The short notes. So you get a different quality to the bass sound. Can hear that. So if you compare that now to the original, there's really not as much fire, I feel, as when I added my bass line to it. So again, very minimal treatment, but I think it really raises the power level of the track. It's the original. So I cut that out from the track. I kept the strongest parts of the song, the main RajaRaja hook. Right. I called that section A, section B, section B again, kind of. And then there was the C. So these are all what in my head I thought like they were verses. C. Because the melody is kind of same. Yeah, those bits, A, B, C, and the main hook. So I have that repeated quite a bit throughout the track, especially when it goes down to the 4/4 part. And then I bring it back to the electro vibes. Just so that everything comes back in one circle and ends off nicely. Yep, there you go. Hope you enjoyed it.